Yo, check dig. So Mark still shooting at Meg, and it came to a head. I don't buy the Patreon, so I haven't bought the Patreon. I don't really buy the Patreon, but so I didn't. I only saw the clip, but basically it's what's been coming to a head for a while. He been shooting at her. She basically asked him what's the deal, and he came to a head about why he's shooting at her. And he's smart, so he filibuster his way about how he's shooting at her and tell her the reason he's shooting at her. Maybe she's just wrong, or maybe I'm just treating you equally. He coming with the smart nigga point of view. You know what I mean? Mixing her, putting her in a trick bag, saying stuff you really can't retort. Maybe like. You know what I mean? Saying I go with Imani more, I go with Joe more. He came on some after hours on his own program, own time. I think of Spaces and said that, and he might have said it on there in there too. But anyway, so he he filibustering about basically trying to say he not shooting at her basically heavy, and it's something about smart niggas. It's probably a little bit of that nerd in him, or a little bit of that nerd tendency in him, like you know you wouldn't have looked at me back in the day, or I could have never had you back in the day. Back in the day, you would have pooped on me, type of deal. Like maybe you got some of that. Like I was a smart guy, the smart guy, the smart guy. I was the nice smart guy. I got overlooked. Maybe that's some a little bit of that resonating in the soul. And a smart nigga like that, when he get to this point where he at now, and he feel like he got the ups, he gonna act accordingly. He gonna act like he got the ups. It might be a little bit of that now. Like, look, now I'm up. I'm the one. I'm the big name. You know what I mean? I'm the one you should be looking at. I'm the smart one. I'm the one you want to link up with on the show mentally. You was looking for as a shield, some type. And you know what I mean? And guys like that, smart guys, they like to take pretty girls down a notch because they kind of feel like, the classic. Maybe they felt like they was a nerd and they were awkward. They never could get a girl like that, or them type of girls never looked at them. So it seemed like it's a little bit of that on the show between him and her in particular. You know what I mean? It might be a little bit of that, and he just having fun shooting at her in front of America and taking her down a peg and really making some kind of nasty comments. Like, yeah, they play some clips, some stuff he said, and these little jokes. Like, it's really been some nasty stuff, and she really been taking it in stride. Like, it's kind of corny, but it's like you bullying a woman for real. Like, it's kind of like you bullying a woman at this point. It's kind of corny. So I don't know. But Mel can take it. Has accepted her role on the show as that, I believe. Like, she even says to a certain point, like, she let stuff ride, and certain boundaries haven't been set, and you know what I mean, and so lines get pushed or crossed. She even said as much. So she's becoming a punching bag, but it's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of silly, corny that you punching bagging on a woman. Of course, she can. She's the one girl in the locker room. You should get on her on that level, that little sister level. You know what I mean? We the brothers, little sister level. You're the only sister. You can rag on her on that level. I believe in that type of discourse when they be doing that with her, but they be going a little heavy on her, and him in particular. You know what I mean? One time he took a real shot at her past failed relationships, and he be taking these shots at their relationship, real deep digs. Like, I don't know if he said anything about her not having kids, but like he say he rag on everybody, but he like take deep digs at her character, and he talk about how you feel, how people. He know it's a sore spot about how she feel about people view her. You know what I mean, as opposed to how she wants to be viewed, or how she thought she was viewed in her video days, and how she wants to be viewed now. So, but he keep taking digs at that, like, you know what I mean, like, and like you taking digs at her character and like stuff that can really send a person like her to therapy, like, you know what I mean, like you taking them type of digs where everybody else, you might take digs at Queen's Flip and stuff and Imani, but it's silly digs, it's surface level digs, like, and you don't shoot it, Joe and Parks, of course, for real. So, but you like digging her, so that's kind of corny. So it's like maybe the Revenge of the Nerds kind of syndrome coming in there. I don't know, but it is looking that way. Like, so I don't understand. You can take lighthearted digs at the girl, but dang, I mean, what you getting off by the truth Like people say the truth can't be like a hate or whatever, but you trying to get truths and using it and weaponizing it as hate to me, like you know what I mean. So it's kind of corny. I don't know. I don't see the fun in it anymore. Like they keep on trying to. He want to keep on alluding to her being a whore, but then he try to filibuster like, no, I was just talking about how people perceive you, and he trying to play her stupid, and she not stupid, but and they all do that. And like I said before, in another video, like she kind of accepted that role because she talks about her roster, but she don't say she's a whore. She's just a single woman, and she hypergamous. She dates up like most beautiful women should, because that's her currency is her looks. That's a woman's currency. Period, is their looks first and their beauty in this world. So but they take digs that they want to, and they all might have that revenge in there. She probably didn't look at none of them. Joe wasn't a big rapper, like you know what I mean. So he probably got some of that in him too. That's why he did get her. Like so, they all might have some of the Queen's Flip. You know, he always digging in and calling her sister, but using that as a way as a shield to dig at her. Like, but I always say you my sister, and I love you, all this weird stuff. But whoever heard the King's Flip knocking them down, you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? He a corny fat nigga, like, man, he don't get no broads. Like, so he might have some of that in him. Like, girls like that played me, looked at me goofy because of the skits and stuff I do. Like, so they all might have some of that. And that's why they all kind of go. They all go at her kind of hard sometimes, but not like Marc Lamont have, like, Marc Lamont have. And you know, they all kind of refer to her being single, how she dates around, and kind of want to intermingle that and intertwine that with her being kind of a hoe. But they do it kind of undercover, like they're not, and she kind of lets it slide. But they want to kind of be calling her a hoe, like they be trying to say she basically on the same level as Superhead, but just because she feel like she messed with the higher ups and not just the rappers, but she messed with CEOs and whatever. They trying to say you still a hoe like Superhead, you know what I mean? Just because you didn't write a book. So they be saying little stuff like that, and I be like, yeah, y'all crazy. Like, y'all going at the woman character. They don't think of nobody else's character like that. Like, y'all can really send a female like this to therapy. Like, they really think. So she may be ready to leave this show. I like her on the show. Like, I like her if they just treat her like the little sister in the locker room stuff and rag on her. And you know what I mean? Every time they rag on her, she say goofy stuff as like a woman would do around men, or she take up for women. They had about a little sexist type stuff. That's all cool. But yeah, they going at her kind of hard. And I see why she went to Ian. Like yeah, she going to Ian. Like this, she's not a dude. Like okay, she's strong. She could take the ribbing in the locker room, but she's not a dude. Like you know what I mean? Like so yeah, she hollered at Ian. Like man, can probably like get this dude up off of me or tell them back up. Like they tripping. Like she's still a female. Like y'all. But it's some of that probably revenge the nerves. Like we got the upper hand now. Let me dig at her. She need me. Her phone cut out, but yeah, you know, it's still a little bit of that revenge in the nerves, probably still a little bit of that she needs me, you know what I mean? So they go at her a little hard, man. I don't know. But even Ice be trying to shoot at her sometimes a little bit. Like then one time he said something about I heard Ice say something like he don't want to be in pictures with her anymore because of what people might think, or bro, don't nobody think you and Mel, you knocking down Mel Male 4, like, quit playing, man. Ain't nobody thinking that, but that's the position he in right now. He got Joe on his side. He feel like he can do what he need. You know what I mean? He can get it off of me. He feel like he can get it off. He feel like he got the upper hand. As far as on the pod, he probably feel like he got a little bit of that. You know what I mean? So he going with the wave. Like I can sneak mine in. I would have never got these shots in on her. Once upon a time, she never looked at me with my stinking breath and my messed up teeth, because they said this breath used to stink for years. So nobody, I used to act like you might have got some, you know, you might have knocked a few women down from proximity to Joe, but man, nobody think Ike was out there getting it in on some players. Like, come on, man. But nah, that ain't even a hate. But anyway, man, these niggas on a little bit of the revenge and their stuff. They going a little too hard at Mel, man. Back up, man. Not too much on Mel, man.